Hi everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL. So in this one, it's the Game Week 23 team selection. Game Week 22 is finished, and yeah, it was another green arrow. So I think that's like 3 in a row now, up to 183k. So yeah, stepping in the right direction, trying to get into that top 100k. And I've got 4 free transfers going into Game Week 23, and there's quite a few options. Obviously, Liverpool, they've got Ipswich at home, so they're going to be the main targets. And then they've got the nice double as well. So yeah, they're kind of the transfer targets. I'm just debating who to bring in. So I'll discuss that in this video. And yeah, I'll just discuss some future moves as well. If you do like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 100 subscribers now. So yeah, thank you very much for the support. And yeah, let's jump into it. So before we take a look at Game Week 23, let's just see how I did in Game Week 22. And yeah, as I say, it was a small green arrow, but a green arrow nevertheless, up to 180k now. So, yeah, not doing too bad. As I say, the team looks pretty good. 4 free transfers. So, Game Week 22, obviously, the kind of big one was captaining Palmer initially, and then I swapped it because it looked like he might miss out. And then he played, but he blanked. So, out of Salah, Palmer, and Isak, Salah actually came out on top with 3 points. Obviously, doubled that to 6, but yeah, the one to go for really was Chris Wood. So my transfer in Chris Wood, yeah, he smashed it, and he just continues to score. He's the guy's on fire. Like, I mean, who'd have thought it? Chris Wood just absolutely setting the league alight. The thing is with Chris Wood, the fixtures coming up aren't the best, so I don't know if I don't think I'll be buying him now. But now that I've got him, I'm just going to keep him, I think. Elsewhere, Trent, he got 11 points, so he did really well. Sanchez in net, he fumbled that goal. To be honest, I kind of want to get rid of Sanchez, which I'll talk about in the next section. I don't know, he's not been great, and the fixtures, I mean, they're fine, but obviously Pickford and Alisson have both got double game weeks, so they are kind of prime targets. Elsewhere, Fernandez got the penalty, so 8 points, and then Hall, I think did he get an assist? Yeah, he got the assist, didn't he? So Hall, he's done really well. Southampton next as well. So yeah, I mean, it was fine. It was 52 points, up to 180,000 in the world now. So let's just take a look at Game Week 23. So on to Game Week 23, and this is how we're currently looking. Obviously, yeah, I've got 4 free transfers in the bank, and to be honest, I still think the team looks pretty good. So starting off in net, Fabianski. I mean, it's between Fabianski and Sanchez playing Man City away. So, yeah, I'm going to opt for Fabianski. So, Fabianski in net. I then got Trent, Gabriel, and Hall. Now, the back line, I think, looks really good. Ipswich at home for Trent. I think he is, him and Salah, I wouldn't say they're essential, but I'd say they're pretty close for this next run because they've obviously got Ipswich at home. Then they've got the double of Bournemouth and Everton, and then they've got Wolves. So this little 3 game week period, so 4 games, 3 game weeks. I think Trent and Salah, they're just like way above the rest. So happy to have Trent, and then Gabriel as well. He was unlucky, wasn't he, a few games ago to get that goal disallowed. But yeah, his fixture's fine. Wolves and then Man City, Leicester, West Ham. Like Man City's obviously difficult, but Leicester and West Ham. I don't know if I'd have the double up anymore. I think I'd be looking to try and get Liverpool players, but yeah, I'm happy to play Gabriel. I mean, Hall, he's just been very consistent. The fixtures do get a bit tougher now, though. So, and something to bear in mind as well, in Game Week 29, they're probably going to blank. So, if they've obviously beaten Arsenal 2-0 in the Cup currently, so if they do go through, they'll blank in 29. So just bear in mind that the plan for me, I think, is going to slowly get rid of Newcastle players and get players who play in Game Week 29. So I'm happy to have them the triple up here against Southampton, but I'm going to look to slowly move away. So Hall, yeah, again, really good to have for now, but I don't think I'd buy him at the moment. I mean, I got him in for 4.3. Yeah, 4.3 and it's now 5.1, so I can make some pretty good money out of him. So I am debating after this game, looking to sell him, but for now he stays. Salah captain, I don't think. I mean, look, Isak, he's been absolutely smashing it as well, but I just think Salah, he's the obvious captain. I don't think this is a week to back against him. Unless you're massively trying to, climb the ranks, then Isak, he'll be kind of a differential captain. I think most people will just go for Salah. So Salah takes the captain. Fernandez, Fulham away, sorry. I think Fernandes, as you'll see in a minute, I think I am looking to sell him because Fulham away is fine, but the fixture run just gets really bad. So I would like to keep him, but I don't really see who else I can sell. Obviously, Gordon, I would like to sell eventually, but I can't sell him, before Southampton away. So he'll stay for this one, Gordon, and then it's Palmer, Man City away. Some people are selling Palmer as well, which I don't understand. Like Man City away, it's not too bad, and then the fixtures are still fine going forward. And obviously these two here, Southampton and Leicester, you're gonna want Palmer for these at home as well. And then again, if Arsenal they win, then if Arsenal win in the cup, then they'll blank there. But likelihood is that Newcastle will win. So they should play in game week 29 as well. But again, we'll have to wait and see for the cup results. But yeah, so that's the midfield. Up top, Isaac, he gets the vice. Chris Wood, and then Pedro. So the two who I'm kind of looking at selling are probably Fernandes and João Pedro. João Pedro, he's just not been real. I mean, he did have a goal disallowed, and he obviously scored a penalty. But let's just have a look at his. He's been doing fairly bad. I mean, I benched him last week, so it's fine. But yeah, he's been, 2 points there, 1 point. He then got that penalty, 9. He got 2 assists, 9. And then it's just been blank after blank after blank. So he's not been that great. So I am kind of debating moving him on. And as I say, I do want to target the Liverpool players. So there's a couple of options. The first one is I just roll. So I'll just keep like this, and then I'll go into game week 24, and I'll have Gordon against Fulham at home. So then the plan would be to probably get DIAZ in. So I can get DIAZ in there, and then I'll have my triple up. And I could also, if I wanted to, I could get like an Everton defender in. I could sell Colwell and get pretty much any Everton defender in there. So that's one option. Just roll and then, get Luis Diaz in. That means, for one, I'll obviously save transfer, which is quite nice. And two, I get to keep Gordon for Southampton away. The only issue is I don't have a triple up for Liverpool when they go against Ipswich at home. So I don't know. I do like that option because I've just got a feeling about Diaz. I know what everyone's going, they're sort of going to Gakpo, but Diaz, I don't know. I just have a feeling. But anyway, yeah. So that's option 1. So have Diaz in there. Option 2 would be to make a couple of transfers. So instead, I've got 4 free transfers, so I can do quite a lot. So option 2 would be to get rid of João Pedro, and I would bring in Gakpo. So he's only 7.4, which means I would need 1.9 mil. So to do that, obviously at the moment I've got double Man United midfield, which it's fine, but it's not amazing. So I could get rid of Fernandes, and I would have to bring in someone like Kluivert. And I know he's just got a hat trick. I know he's not going to be doing that all the time, but I just rotate him with Ahmad. So I could have rotating with Kluivert and Ahmad, and they do rotate quite nicely because they've got Southampton away, Wolves there, and then they also play in game week 29. So Kluivert, I could potentially get him in. That's 2 transfers there. So that means going into game week 24, obviously there I can bench Kluivert, that's fine. Going into game week 24, I'll have the triple up, probably the best triple up for Liverpool, which would be Trent, Salah, and Gakpo. And then I could also, if I really wanted, I could get rid of Sanchez finally, and I could bring in, it'll probably be Pickford, because he's obviously got that double. So I could bring in Pickford, and whether or not I play Gabriel, I could maybe bench him for Mazraoui. But I'd obviously play Pickford there for the double. So in the double, I'd have Salah captain, and he would be triple captain as well. If you've still got all of your chips like I've got, I definitely think triple captain here is probably the way to go. Obviously, you could use your assistant manager, but for me, triple captain, just get that done, and then there'll be better opportunities later to use the assistant manager, because I think to target like the lower teams to get there's a bonus, isn't there? The manager bonus for a team 5 places above or more. and if they win, they get 16 points. So I think the risk, I think just take the risk and go for like a lower manager. Even someone like Amrin, because obviously Man U is so far down, they could potentially get some wins. I mean, it might not happen, but I think it's worth the risk, to be honest. So I'm going to play triple captain on Salah in 24. And then, yeah, I'd have Salah, Trent, Gakpo, and then obviously Pickford. So that does look quite good there. So that would be Gakpo in for Pedro. It would be Cliver in for Bruno. And then it would be Pickford in for Sanchez. So that's kind of the other option there. Let's just reset this. So yeah, that's the other option. And then the kind of final option is I could just do Gordon out. Let's reset that. Yeah, I could get Gordon out. There we go. So yeah, I could take Gordon out. But as I say, the Southampton game, I just don't want to sell Gordon. So I could just get Diaz in here. And obviously, I get 3 Liverpool players straight away, but then I'm selling Gordon for Southampton away, which just doesn't feel right. I'm not sure. So, yeah, at the moment, I think I'm probably going to do, it will be João Pedro out, it will be Gakpo in, that's there, it will be Bruno out, and it will be Cliver in. And then, as I said, I'd probably just I could play Pickford, or I could just play Fabianski, but I'd probably just roll the transfer, then do Pickford in next week. So that's how it would look. I'd bench probably Cliver. So yeah, that's how it would look there. So Fabianski, Trent, Gabriel Hall, Salah, Palmer, Gordon, Ahmad, Isak, Wood, Gakpo. So yeah, and then I've got the next week I'll get Pickford in. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Put any questions down below in the comments. I'll be sure to answer them. And yeah, I'll catch you again after the deadline. I'll put in what I do in the comments as well. So yeah, just so you know. But yeah, if you did like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you again next time. Cheers.